Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Aces, everybody. I am Paul, and with me tonight I have Jesse.
Hey, folks, good to see y'all again.
Tommy and the crew currently this weekend are at DreamHack, and they are doing Deadliest Dungeon down there for the folks in Atlanta, Georgia. Tonight, what we're going to do, Jesse and I, is we're going to do a continuation of the scenario we played in Alpha Strike with the Aces deck 2 weeks back when it was Jesse, Tommy, and myself. When my lamb got shot down and Jesse's Ostrak was
Just bodied.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was just.
brutally destroyed. And we got kind of left off with that, and the bounty hunter got the best of us, and Tommy snuck off the board with Banquo in his Highlander. Fast forward 2 months, roughly. And the Tommy has felt a little guilty that his two friends have been captured, along with their mechs, or the remnants of their mechs. And he's tracked down the bounty hunter on a remote moon nearby, in a nearby system, at a small spaceport. And he's going to attempt to try and rescue his friends and their mechs with Banquo, straight up versus the bounty hunter. Now, we're not going to play Alpha Strike tonight. We are going to play classic Battletech, and we are going to use the ACES deck to control the bounty hunter. We've been playing Alpha Strike for the last 6 of the last 8 days, so we're going to
It's a nice break.
cleanse the palate a little bit tonight, and we're going to play some classic. We are going to play classic miniature rules. So we're not using hexes tonight. Actually, go to the overhead. So we are playing classic miniature rules. We are going to use handy dandy tape measures. We are going to double all the ranges and movement. So everything on a standard sheet will be doubled, including facing changes will cost 2. A little tweak for the Aces deck, since it's only going to be controlling one unit, which is, we'll get to that in a moment. The unit that the bounty hunter is controlling tonight is his Timberwolf. So the variant of the Timberwolf the bounty hunter has is a custom unit that has 4 medium pulse lasers and 2 large pulse lasers with a tag and an ECM and a targeting computer. So, whenever the Aces deck tonight asks me to account for shooting in the rear, if I am not in the rear arc, I am going to use that as the bounty hunter will use the targeting computer to target a damaged or area of opportunity on whoever he's shooting at, whether that be Banquo or that be Tommy. So the targeting computer rules, for those that are not familiar with it, in Classic, normally the targeting computer gives you a -1 to hit, or it allows you to target any location on a non-prone mech, except for the head, with the typical +3. So I'm just going to work that in there because with Classic, you don't move around as quickly as you do in Alpha Strike. So getting behind guys all the time might be a little more difficult. This mech happens to be a brawler archetype, so we will be using a larger brawler deck tonight. I figured this game's going to go 10 or 11 turns. Even though it's only a couple of mechs, it's probably going to go 10 or 11 turns, so I'm using a 12-card Aces deck for the bounty hunter. So that said, I'm going to prepare on this side. Jesse's going to fill you in on what it is we're going to do here on the board for this scenario. Okay.
So what we got going on here? Like Paul said, we had a bad run-in. Bounty Hunter has got his hands on us and our mechs, and he's been holding an auction. He's got a rare Phoenix Hawk Lamb out of that deal, also a pretty tricked-out Ostrak, and 2 mech warriors who you throw in for the deal. Now, living here in this prison, Paul and I have overheard that that bid has been sealed. An incredibly high bid came in from a mysterious critter known as Big Red, who has already published his intentions to buy that Phoenix Hawk Lamb and have it destroyed. So, so before the bounty hunter can make that delivery to Big Red, Tommy's going to come in and try to, well, you know how he feels about Paul, but he certainly wants that lamb back, and I'm hoping he wants me back too. So, plan is as such. Can we go to the overhead?
Yep. We'll go to the overhead. There we go.
So what we've got, the drop ship in the corner here. Bounty Hunter plans to load up the goods and get there and sell. Before that can happen, from the woods in here, Tommy and his Highlander and Banquo the Pegasus are going to try to sneak in and make the attack. They know from previous recon that I'm sure Tommy has paid for or bribed for or otherwise found some way to excuse his way in, that Paul and I are being held in here, where we've set up the big Lynn-Vander token. These two big hangars are where our mechs are stored. So, while Tommy tangos with the bounty hunter, Banquo the Pegasus is going to try to get in there and hitch us a ride. We are going to try to get to these and get our mechs and get off this planet. Now, for Tommy and me running standard battle mechs, that means getting to this dropship and taking off, which is a win-win because it also means taking a dropship away from the bounty hunter, leaving him stranded on this hellhole. Paul's Phoenix Hawk Lamb needs no dropship to reach orbit.
That's correct.
So, the objectives are going to be Banquo to the prison, load up the prisoners. Prisoners to the two hangars, get the mechs, get the Ostrock and the Highlander onto the dropship and Phoenix Hawk Lamb transferring into space mode, fly off the planet. Meanwhile, survive and, if possible, however unlikely, disable the bounty hunter's Timberwolf.
That's correct. The only other thing we're going to throw at you tonight, we are going to use the initiative deck for individual initiative movements. So we have the initiative deck over here. We will use the special rules on there. So if there's additional damage, et cetera, we're going to use the full rules for it and kind of go from there. With that said, I guess there's nothing holding us back. We can get the show on the road. You want to place Tommy and Banquo on the board over there.
They're going to be coming in from the woods.
And again, if anybody just tuned in, we are playing classic miniature rules with double ranges, double movement, 2 for a movement change. Anybody who hasn't watched before, to our rule with trees, because our game boards are true scale to mechs, a tree is a tree, so you can stand behind a tree and gain a +1 bonus. You can walk through a wooded hex or wooded space by paying 2, but you cannot finish your move where the tree is. So trees do intervene in block line of sight. You cannot fire through more than 3 points of trees. And to simulate standing at the edge of the woods, if you are base to base with the tree, you do not pay the +1 penalty to fire through it. Okay? That said, I guess we're going to deal out some cards. And you want to cut the deck?
Yeah, just leave it.
You good? Okay. So we will go Tommy, Banquo, Bounty Hunter.
In case those aren't showing up on the overhead, Tommy got a 4, Banquo's got a 7, and the Bounty Hunter has the Duke.
There we go. So we can begin. Turn 1 on the counter track. And just so you know, on this here, I have the Davian Duke, so it's on the double. All friendly units gain +2 ground movement points. If I do not use this card this turn, the unit card is active. All friendly units lose 1. So on your turn, you decide whether or not you're going to activate it. You can stay on the card. I don't know if you have used the initiative deck before?
A couple of
yeah.
times.
Okay. So how that works for people who are watching, you get your card. You can actually stay on your initiative card. So say you got a 10, you wanted to stay on it. It doesn't really have much of a penalty on most of the versions of it. Or you can tap it on your movement sequence. Say, I'm going to use whatever special abilities on there. And then you move on that movement sequence, and it goes into the graveyard, and you get a new card next turn. So that's why on my card is a high face cards. They usually have a powerful ability, but they also have a powerful penalty. That way it prevents you from wanting to sit on the high initiative for the rest of the game. Okay, and what did you get over there?
So Tommy got the 4, the Capellan one. He's got Esprit de Corps. Friendly units receive +1 to consciousness rolls and are not subject to forced withdrawal, demoralization, etc. Probably not something we're going to use in the first round if something goes very wrong and we need to make a consciousness check. But we'll see. Banquo's got Against the Wind. If there are any environmental effects in play, place this card on top of them and the condition becomes 1 step worse.
Okay.
There aren't any. But if there are no environmental effects, then this card becomes Moderate Gale. Now, I'm not sure if moderate gale is really going to apply to anything we're doing
No,
here.
I don't think so.
So chances are we're going to ignore that
Yeah.
one.
Okay, and there are at least one in these suits of BSP, and we do have BSP decks beside the token tray, so somebody might get a lucky airstrike called in at some point in the game. All right, so with that said, who's first? It's Banquo or Tommy?
It'll be Tommy
Tommy?
first.
Tommy is
So
first.
Tommy's Highlander, his special model Lynn-Six, walks 3, runs 5, jumps 3.
So he's
We're
a
doubling
six
those
ten
numbers.
6. Yep, 6'10", 6.
Can run up to 10. Now, what is probably going to happen? You're watching on the overhead, folks. Banquo's up here. He needs to get there, so he's probably going on the outside. So I think Tommy is heading this way to sort of attract some Timberwolf action, draw some fire away from the Pegasus.
Mhm.
Pegasus versus Timberwolf, not an even matchup. So I think we will just have Tommy go flying into the fray. He's not going to get a shot, so we're not going to worry about bigger TMM. So with his running 5, double it up to 10. I think he's going to go from rear to rear and move up right here. Modifier.
And then bang, you got to move both first.
Yep.
Right?
And then Banquo, meanwhile, the speedy Pegasus hovercraft, at flank speed can go 14, which with our double means he's moving 28. And I don't think he's going to hesitate. So let's have him go right over that way. Now, do we want to try and bend him around?
Remember, you got to pay 2 for the facing change, right?
Yeah. Do we want to bend him that way? I
Well,
don't think
you're
so.
going to have to move him straight there.
He moves 14, so now he's going to be doing, so with minus
26,
2, he's
26.
got 26 left. Gets him up there.
Part of the reason we're doing double movement tonight, too, guys, is it helps speed up the game for playing Classic on a bigger board, because we are playing on a 4x4. All right, to the Bounty Hunter. So, the Bounty Hunter on aggressive. If any unit has armor greater than any enemy's damage rating, he stays on aggressive. That is not true. So, if there is no activated enemies within 24, that's going to be close. So we're going to take a look here. Oh no, never mind. Tommy's right behind him there. So he's going to stay on. He's going to go to cautious. Nearest, which would be Tommy. He wants to gain line of sight to target, stay out of Banquo's arc, and he wants cover and occupy woods if possible. So that sounds like to me he's going to come around the corner, step behind the tree. Banquo can't see him if he's here because this blocks, and he's going to blast Tommy. That would be the most likely. He's going to go 2, 4. And he moves 5'8", so he is running. He's going to be at 4. That is 7, 9. So 7 to there, 9. He steps right up there. And that's 12 he moved. So actually, if he's 5'8", doesn't need to move. He doesn't need to move the extra 2. He can just go right here and keep it as a walk. And that would be 4, 5 divided by 2 is 3, so he's a +1. All right. Firing phase.
All right, well, he lost initiative, so we're going to shoot first. Now, Tommy does not drive the standard Highlander. His fancy Lynn-Six Highlander, besides having the improved C3 computer, has 2 medium lasers, an LRM-20 with Artemis for rolling higher on cluster tables, a Gauss rifle, and a Streak SRM-4. Now, they are about, it looks like when I measured, about 10 inches, and ranges are doubled. What that means is everything's in range. We have some minimum ranges to worry about. The LRM-20 is going to be useless. It's long-range missiles. We're not expecting anything fancier than that. We've also got the minimum range on the Gauss rifle would be up to 4, but that's okay. We're further apart than that. So, Tommy, who I'm sure...
There's Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy, who I'm sure is very concerned about the fate of his friends, wouldn't hold back. I think he's coming out with everything he can, so everything except the LRMs. That means 2 medium lasers, a Gauss, and a Streak 4.
Okay.
What do those numbers look like?
So he is what, base
He's a base of 3.
3 short
He's-
range, right?
Yep. He's 4/5 for the run. 6 because
Sevens.
is it 2?
He's got 1,
Yep,
so
one.
6 and then 7s.
And 7 because of the tree. So yeah, it looks like he's doing everything looking for 7s.
We'll go to the overhead.
I'm gonna start with the medium lasers, throwing 2 looking for 7. 7 and boxcars. It's too bad we're not playing Alpha Strike. That would have been a really good roll.
It would have been.
Swords and sunbursts, people. Those are the dice that you want.
Those are the ones that you inherited from Randall, aren't they?
That one is not.
No, it's not.
But we'll get there. Randall, unfortunately, historically does not roll well, and I should have thought of that before I accepted the dice. I might return them to him if I get the chance. 2 medium lasers. We're firing right from the front, so that's going to be 5 damage to each 2 locations.
Roll all your hits first.
You want? Okay.
Yeah, roll all your hits first.
Fair enough.
You got 2 mediums.
Then next up is the Gauss rifle. Still looking for 7s. Got it.
Yep.
And then finally the Streak SRM4. Got it.
Okay.
Good round. How many missiles hit? I need a cluster hits table.
Page 137.
Yes, sir, it is.
See, I remembered that. Pre-show, I memorized something, and I remembered it.
137. It's almost the leech number. I don't want that to be my epitaph or anything.
Well, I would roll first and foremost. I would roll your Gauss rifle, then your 2 mediums, then the Streaks. Morning, very silent mouse.
Hey, morning. Well, here, let's start doing locations then.
So Gauss rifle.
Gauss rifle, 5, 9. That's left leg.
5, 10, 15. Yep.
Gauss rifle did 15. That's right. So let me give you locations for 2 medium lasers. That is 5 damage to your 6 right torso, and 5 damage to your 4 right arm.
Okay, missiles.
Yep, and then the missiles. Cluster hits.
Slink, how are you doing tonight?
Cluster hits. Table roll. We are on a 4. And that came up as an 11 on a 4. Means all 4 are going to
It's a
hit.
streak. No, it's a streak. All of them
Oh,
auto
it's a
hit.
streak.
All
Streak missiles auto hit. I don't need to do
Just
cluster
roll where
hits.
you're hitting me, babe. Roll
Yeah.
where you're hitting me, man.
Love those streak tech. Oh, so good. 4 right arm.
Right arm for 2.
And then I need a marker because that was some ammunition.
That's awesome, Slink. Awesome.
Used a Gauss.
Having the YWL Centurion is fantastic. It's a cool miniature. Okay, you got your other ones there?
I need these. Sorry?
You got your other damage?
That's 2 medium lasers, Gauss rifle, and the streak. That's
It was streak 4, though.
Oh, yes.
You got 3 more.
Well, I'd fire clusters at 2 still, wouldn't it?
Do 2 points of damage each. 4 missiles hit me. It's 8 points of damage.
Yeah. All right. Then 4 right arm.
Right arm again. Okay, yeah. Again.
9 left leg.
Left leg, yep.
And 6 right torso.
Right torso. So I got a piloting check at +1 at the end of the turn. So we've got Banquo's got no shots. He's spun around the corner. He's trying to come and rescue Paul and Jesse. And we actually have little miniatures for us. We'll put them right there. There we go. There's our dudes running around, sitting on top of the roof, bound and gagged. No jokes. The bounty hunter on his turn. So as I said at the beginning of the game, anytime rear comes up, we would use that as we're going to use the targeting computer to target an area of opportunity, unless he was actually in his rear arc. So in this instance, the first card I draw on is rear, and then he has no other line of sight other than to there. So it's obviously on Tommy. So being the bounty hunter, I would assume the right arm is probably the least armored of what Tommy's got on his body there, his arms.
The least armor on the Highlander is going to be the arms.
Arms, and the Gauss rifle is in the right arm.
Gauss rifle's in the right
So
arm.
we are going to target the right arm. And now, in order to moderate heat, I am going to follow the guide on the deck here. So normally he would fire 2 large pulses, 2 medium pulses, with a walk or a run that keeps him either at even heat or at 1 under, okay? So I'm going to check what his target number is, and I'm going to go to the heat scale indicator based on the card, what it's going to tell me to do. So the Bounty Hunter is a skill 2. He's an elite, so he's elite. What was the range? 7?
It was 7 total, yeah.
7 total between, so 3.5, 4.
Oh, sorry. I meant 7 was the roll for Tommy to attack.
Yeah, no, but the range, how many inches between them?
Range, I think it was 10.
10 inches, so range 5. So he's at range 5. So he's at medium range for his pulses, and he is at short range for his large pulses. So he's going to be at base 2. Medium range. Base 2. Medium range is 4. Tommy went for a 1.
7 is 2.
Is
He ran.
He ran. So 2, 4, 6. Trees is 7. Okay. Minus 2 is 5. So he's hitting on 5 and 3, but he's targeting the right arm. So that's additional plus 3. So he's going to be on 6 and 8s. Okay.
Let's do it.
So we will do the large pulses first. We'll use blue and black because we're going to smack Tommy around and bruise him up. So these are on 6s, targeting the right arm. 6 and... Well, I used 6 and 5. He missed with 1, believe it or not. That was a terrible roll. And then we've got the... Where's my other blue die? Must have dropped it somewhere. The...
Hey, Silent Mouse. Yeah, we'll do the piloting skill check at the end. We just like to mention it out loud so we can remember.
Yeah. 2 medium pulses on 8s. Miss and miss. So he takes 10 points to the right arm.
10 points to the right arm.
Yep.
10.
And the Bounty Hunter, for his piloting check, he is a 2-3, so he's going to be on a 4 because he took 20 points of damage. Just got there with a 5.
I mean, it would have been great if he fell over.
Funny, on the first turn, you fell over. All right, and that will be the end of turn 1.
Although then you'd never hear the end of it from Tommy.
Yeah.
I knocked the Bounty Hunter over in one shot. I don't know why you all think he's
so Slink, speaking of the Bounty... Oh, you know what we didn't do? I used that card, but I didn't use the extra 2 movement points. It didn't really matter anyways.
Yeah.
And you declared nothing there. We forgot to do that.
Well, the consciousness wouldn't have mattered, and environment wouldn't have mattered. Neither of those applied.
I'll throw them upside down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Bounty Hunter drew a 2, which is a jam transmission card. For those of you who aren't familiar with the deck, jam transmission allows you to tap it and take out the ability of somebody else's card.
Tommy got the M. That's Marcus or Marquis?
No, Mech Warrior.
Oh, just Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, lower on the deck. Problem with changing all the suits. Critical hit. Selected unit chooses a weapon during attack declaration, and if it hits, then we roll to see if we get a crit. Banquo got a 4. Evasive action. He gets a +2 TMM if he doesn't perform weapon or physical attacks.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, so I go first. I'm going to jam your Mech Warrior card. So you get your initiative, but you don't get to use the ability this turn.
Yep.
All right. So we go to the deck here for the Bounty Hunter. And it states, on aggressive, wait a second. There we go. Yep, cool. If unit has armor greater than any enemy's damage rating, stay on aggressive. That is correct. So we are within 12 yellow. Tommy is his priority here. He wants to maintain line of sight, occupy woods, cover from Banquo if possible, try and move closer to the target within reason here. So he's already within base-to-base contact capacity range, so now he's just got to be intelligent on it. He wants cover from him. Tommy can move 10, right?
Tommy can run up to, doubles up to 10.
So the range there is 8. If he goes to there, that's 9. Trying think. Let's move closer, and he wants cover, right? He's just going to step forward. Because if he moves, actually, he's going to come right here like this and make a facing change. Why? His back's secure. He's got the cover. He's moved closer to, and he's not really subjecting himself to anything bad other than maybe you jumping on the building. But
yeah, but jumping on the building, I don't think could be able to get the rear shot. On the other hand, the objective isn't to kill the bounty hunter; it's to keep him busy. So that may be what we do, but that's fine. We're not. Tommy's not next. Banquo is next.
Yeah.
14 doubled to 28. You're closer than I am, Paul. If he 28 might be a little far because of the change in facing.
He's going to be 4. And then another 4 gets him turn twice. And so he's at 8. That puts him to 19. He moves up 28.
Yep.
21.
Nice, nice, nice.
He's there. Right to the doors, too, and actually can make a facing change like that. Beautiful. And he made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 facing changes, so minus 10. So he moved 26 minus 10 is 6. He moved 16 divided by 2 is 8, so he gets a plus 3.
He gets a plus 3,
Yep.
and then he gets an additional plus 2 because of his evasive action card.
Which is cool.
So even if the hunter did want to shoot him at this turn, probably couldn't. Tommy is playing cat and mouse here. As long as he can hold the hunter's attention but not get shot, that's going to work for him. Also, he doesn't want Paul, he doesn't want Paul to have any opportunity to make fun of his shooting. 6 does get him up on the building. I think that's what he's going to do just to prolong this engagement. Settles down behind there, doesn't have a shot, but isn't going to get shot at either, and he's feeling pretty good about, he's not have to worry about Banquo this turn.
All right, so Bounty Hunter's got no shot. You've got, actually, if he torso twists right, he might be able to see Banquo. You want to check that? Because Banquo's here, right? He torso twists right, gets the right arm behind him. Yeah, he can take a pot shot at Banquo.
He could do it.
Yeah,
but it's a plus 5 TMM.
That's fine. What's the range there? I think he's got enough range. He is at 19. So his large pulse on his right arm has a... Oh, well, these things... Oh, my God. I forgot these clan large pulses. They're just broken.
The clan large...
6, 14, 20? Like, wow.
The clan large pulse laser may statistically be the best.
So I'm at 10.
Weapon
So he's at medium range. He's going to be at base 2, range 4. You went for plus 5 is 9. Sorry. He's at 2, 4. You at 5 is 9. Minus 2 is 7s. He takes his shot at Banquo and hits with an 8.
Oof.
And Banquo's got his hit location right on his page there, I believe. Hits him in the 6. This is on his front facing.
Front facing for how much damage? Was it the clan large pulse laser?
10.
It's 10.
Yeah.
8. The layout of the vehicles. He's still okay.
And Banquo gets rocked as Paul and Jesse exit the building and jump in or on top of the hovercraft.
Definitely on top. That's a way cooler image.
Yeah.
Like still with the gas.
Our hair blowing in the wind, the fan. As Big Red would say, don't fall through the back, otherwise it's nothing but red mist.
Yeah. It's Battletech, right? So it's kind of, in a way, it's the 1980s. So her hair is long and beautiful.
That's correct.
In the wind. It's like the cover of a Harlequin novel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be the end of turn 2.
Cool.
Cool. And you spent both your cards, so they go to the discard pile.
Yes, sir, I did.
And I got Banquo's target modifiers over here. It's fine. So we go to Thomas, Banquo, and the Bounty Hunter. So I got an 8 for the bounty hunter, which is dying of the light. Environmental effect: dusk, dawn, use. So it's gonna be +1 to hit. Everybody's gonna get +1 to hit. It's getting cloudy.
All right. Meanwhile, Tommy got a Capellan 10 ambush. May be activated at any point during the movement phase. If the selected unit has not moved, it may interrupt another unit's movement to move and make one weapon or physical attack. Then the movement phase resumes as normal. Now on oh no, yeah, the bounty hunter will
It's
be
perfect
moving
because you're
first.
behind me, sitting on top of the building, and you can
Yep.
shoot him or physical attack him. Right? That's actually kind of.
This is
I like that.
yeah.
That works out good. What does Banquo got?
Banquo's got a Capellan 3, second wind, remove 1 damage from the hits taken on a mech, aerospace fighter vehicle or infantry, etc., etc. I'm going to spend that right away.
My toupee blowing in the wind. I'd have to remind you, Beskar, that I have a very thick, luscious, full set of hair. It's my hair makes most hairdressers when I go there jealous. They're like, can you come here every week so I can just cut your hair because my hair is so wonderful. That's my Tommy moment for the day. We'll get back to Battletech now.
I normally would not endorse that much horn tooting, but as a guy with the sort of Eastern European receding hairline, I am a little jealous that Paul can do a ponytail if he wants.
There you go. Okay,
Now,
so
do you want to do a ponytail? That's another
that's
question.
another
Yeah.
whole other different story, right? All right, so I'm going on 8. Is that the low?
3 is the lowest.
3.
So Banquo's got to go first.
Is going to make a rush for that because now he'll be close to the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter might take him into it.
Yeah. Now, but Banquo well, this is sort of metagaming a little, but we know that the bounty hunter's movement is going to be interrupted. Now, the card's a little unspecific. It says it may interrupt another unit's movement to move and attack with 1 weapon or physical attack. The movement phase resumes as normal. Does that mean the bounty hunter then finishes his full move?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go to declare my move, and you say no, I'm gonna move, and then you move in the way.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be a dangerous one for Banquo. It depends on what the bounty hunter's going to do. We'll see with the deck, but yeah, I think Banquo just turns and heads straight
Wow,
straight for the warehouse.
Beskar, remember, I earlier today proved that I can make emojis, and it doesn't matter if I have Tommy's permission or not because see, I own and run my own Discord server, which allows me to create emojis, and I do have a picture of you. So you should play nice with me. Otherwise, there will be a Beskar emoji floating around out there in Discord land.
It's at this point of the stream that we would like to remind the audience that any threats issued by Paul Clarkson in no way reflect the position of, in no particular order, 30th Century Fox, Fox Network, 6 Sites of Gaming, Lynn-Vander Studios, Gale Force 9, Thunderhead Studios,
Yeah.
Catalyst Gaming Labs, In Media Res Productions, or the Tops Gaming Company.
There you go. All right. So we're going to make a facing change here. 2. That puts them pretty much in a straight path. 2. Is that what we want to do with them?
I think so. We got to get another mech on the field, right? As
Well,
much as
yeah,
I
it's good. He's going to dump you out, and then it's going to take you 2 turns. You got to go in.
Well, we don't know
the doors.
which mech is in which hangar, right?
Well, we know yours is over here.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we know yours.
Well,
Right,
then that's yeah.
So he's going to come here, and Jesse is going to jump out of off the back with his hair flowing in the wind.
My long, luxurious, thick hair.
Yeah, that was a total movement of 7 hexes. So that's a +3, I believe, correct?
7 hexes. Her is a +3.
Cool. So next is the bounty hunter. Bounty hunter. We need a Beskar emoji. Oh, don't worry, John. I'll make one. I'll make one. It might be a little different than what I've been teasing Beskar about, but I'll make a good Beskar one. Might have something to do with the squirrel. Something along those lines, maybe. Sure. Aggressive. If there are any activated enemies within 12, that is correct because the hover tank just moved over. So he wants to target activated red. So there's only one activated unit that is Banquo.
Yeah.
So he immediately turns to his right and he sees Jesse leap off the top of the
Top of the
off the hovercraft, rushing towards the door. And as the Timberwolf turns to bear its weapons on him, you hear this from me, still standing on the outside of the vehicle, and
But that's when Tommy plays.
it wants to move closer to target, cover from Tommy if it can, and occupy wood. So it's going to be like 1, 2, so 2, 4, 6. And there's his woods.
Yeah. And that's
7.
when Tommy plays his ambush card.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, do we want to use the Gauss rifle or do we want to try for a physical attack?
He's a 0. No, you can't do physical attacks. You're up one level. You can't get him.
All right. Well, then, yeah, we're it's going to interrupt to make one weapon attack, and it doesn't say anything about not making a weapon attack later. So, yeah, if we got to pick one
You
weapon.
just got to pay the extra heat. That's all.
Yep. And we're not worried about the extra heat on a Gauss rifle.
Oh, where did I get one, Beskar? You sent me a video message once upon a time teasing me about my Kickstarter not arriving. Did you forget about that? Oh.
Beskar, you sowed the seeds of your own destruction.
Oh. How does that work? It's hashtag Paul is winning. So back to the shooting phase. Back to the shooting phase.
Well, the sort of in between.
Yeah,
movement phase with a little bit of ambush shooting in it. Gauss rifle, skill of 3. He didn't move. He's at a 0.
Yes.
Is he hitting on 3s? Is it that easy?
Pretty much.
All right.
Oh, it's a minimum range though for the Gauss rifle. He's
point.
at basically base to base because it's double, right? So he's gonna be at +2, so he's on 5s.
Yeah, so 5s. Yeah. All right. Let's see how this goes, folks. I'm gonna use the Randall dice. See if they can roll higher than 5. They can.
There you go.
Hit with the Gauss rifle.
So this is on his right side.
Yep. 15 damage to his 5 from the right. 5 from the right side, his right arm.
It's gonna hurt. That's 2, 5, 10. It literally stripped all the armor off his right arm.
That's what Gauss rifles are for.
Yep. That's not good. That's not good.
I feel weird setting Tommy up to be a hero because I sort of feel like it was following Tommy's directions that got me in this situation in the first place.
So now Tommy gets to move.
Yeah, he does. Ain't that something? Is this too high for him to descend walking? I don't think so,
No,
right?
he's level 2 right now, right?
Yeah. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's pointing right at the bounty hunters behind. Yeah. I don't know, bounty hunter. I don't know if that was the right call. Okay.
He's shooting.
Banquo
didn't shoot. He's disembarked. Oh, no, our guys can just disembark. Banquo can shoot.
Banquo can shoot. Yeah. Okay. Well, for those of you curious, this is the 3058 upgrade of the Pegasus hover tank. I'm not ruling out any customization by Lynn-Vander, but I don't think so. It's got the Guardian ECM, it's got the active probe, but most interestingly, it's got the tag, a medium pulse, and 2 SRM-6s. Now, they are what? They got to be no more than like 5 inches apart.
You can see.
No,
I'm gonna go to the other side here. Here we go. That's a better look at it.
Closer to, if you're all looking. So we got Tommy, and then the bounty hunter, and then Banquo out front over there. Okay, they are at about 9 inches. I got no minimum ranges to worry about. So that is with ranges doubled. The shorts are 4 and 10.
Yeah, he should be at
6.
I'm guessing he's at 4 hexes right now without measuring it.
Yeah. So, so it's be medium range for the medium pulse laser, weirdly, but short range for the tag and the SRMs. I'm okay with that. Banquo does not have a gunnery skill listed on here. I guess he doesn't shoot very often. What are we thinking? He's probably a 4?
No, he's a 3. He's a static 3. Yeah.
He's a static.
He's a veteran.
3.
He used to be a 4 about a year ago, but he shot up so many units we bumped him up to veteran status. He had enough kills. Starting with the Banshee on his very first dice roll ever.
Hey, way to go,
that
Banquo.
was Tommy's introduction to Battletech. Takes out. I take the fall for it, but it was actually Austin's Banshee. We were doing
story.
Waco versus Wolf, the Battle of Harlech, and Tommy's very first dice roll was box cars and then double ones. Killed the Banshee in one shot, ammo hit.
Rad.
Yeah.
All right. Medium pulse laser hitting on 9s. That does it. Good start. Hey, that's technically a medium pulse laser.
It's Beskar was all part of my master plan, buddy. You were lured in by the master of subterfuge, Focht himself. See? All right, so did he hit?
Medium pulse laser hit. Then we're going to do the tag, which will be interesting because Tommy's got that missile launcher.
He's got Artemis though. You can't. I don't know if it helps or not.
It doesn't if you use Artemis. I'm not sure if I have the option to shut it down or not. Doesn't really matter. The tag hits.
Mm-hmm.
Beep 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 beep. He is electronically familiar.
Yep.
And then 2 SRM6s. 3 9s. Miss. And miss. So the missiles miss. But we got a tag and a pulse laser in.
Stay away from that right arm.
Medium pulse laser is going to do 6 damage to your 8 left torso.
Mm-hmm.
And the tag, which means you are now tagged, which helps with indirect fire if it comes to that.
Okay.
That's Banquo's
So,
shooting.
Next, we go back to the bounty hunter. So the bounty hunter doesn't have rear this time. So he wants to shoot at the unit with the lowest armor, but he only has one unit in his forward arc. So he is shooting at.
Question. I know what I'm saying.
I have plot armor.
Can he not shoot me?
No, we have plot armor.
Okay.
We have plot armor.
He wouldn't do that. All right.
We'll say if he hits the turret, I'm forced to jump off and get back on it. It causes us to waste another turn. Let's do that. Let's have some fun. Here we go. Beskar's having his revenge.
Yep.
That stupid emoji, Devin. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to get you.
Beskar, whether it's a threat or a bonus, it depends on the emoji. Could be good or bad.
All right. So he only has one line. He only has one target, but on this card, he would have gone after the unit with the lowest armor. And then if there was a tie, it would have gone to whatever was within red, according to the commander card. In that instance, it would have been an objective, if they had an objective, or then the lowest TMM. So firing at Banquo, his target number, we're going to figure that out here, see if he overheats or not. He's going to be at base 2, at range of 4, so that's short range, so he's at 2. Banquo went for 3 as 5, and they're all pulses. So he's going to be at 3s and 5s. He's going to be at 3s for the larges. 2s actually for the larges because he has a targeting computer, right?
So auto hit.
And then he's on 4s with the other 2 pulses. Now, does it say it's going to overheat him though because his target number is so low? So if TN 5 or less, he will use maximum overheat. So it means he's going to fire his extra 2 medium pulse lasers. So it's going to put him at +8 heat.
Oof.
All right, so Bounty Hunter is going to try and light up the tank.
Oh, we're going to make Tommy a hero, but we're going to kill his Pegasus while he's in Atlanta.
Oh, you know what, though? This is an Alpha Strike. The Pegasus can take a hardy amount of damage. They're pretty tough.
They're pretty tough.
Yes.
We got 16 points of armor on that side.
He's taken 20 points of damage automatically from the 2 large pulse lasers. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 medium pulses on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 7, an 8, an 8, and a 9. Okay. So I'll do it this way. The greens, the 2 green dice, are going to be the hit locations for the larges. Everything else are the mediums. Okay. Do it all in one, and I'll pair them up, and away we go. So 10 points to the 9.
10 points to the 9, which from the side is rear. So there goes all the rear armor.
Okay. 10 points to the 5.
10 points to the 5, which from the side is the front. So still okay there.
He's got 6 points to the 4.
6 points to the 4.
7. Sorry, they're clan. 7 points to the 4.
Ooh, 7 points to the 4, which is left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then 7 points to the 9 again.
7 points to the 9. Oh, that's into the internals through the rear.
So we got a critical chance. And then he's got 7 points to the 7.
I mean, he's only got 4 internals under there.
Yeah, so it transfers in like
Yeah,
like
okay.
a mech. So it goes over to the other. So I hit him in the center torso,
That was the rear.
rear center torso,
Yeah,
and I took out his center torso.
yeah,
Okay, so he's destroyed then.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought I was hitting him in the right torso.
No, that was right through the back.
So and then the other ones go to the 9, but I'm gonna roll the criticals to see in case he doesn't blow up, right? So Paul has jumped off the hover tank. Paul has jumped off the hover tank. That sound I made earlier was correct. Banquo has been wrecked from behind, so that's 3 criticals. So I'll roll criticals on his back.
That's because you get that like
You got the critical table there, so it's 2d6 on that one.
Oh, sure. 2d6. Okay, motive system damage table. Ground vehicle critical hits. Here we go.
2d6, so 3 criticals, so 8.
8. From the rear is stabilizer.
And then the 11.
From the rear is ammunition.
And
Yeah.
then the 3.
3 is no critical.
Okay.
So all
ammo,
the
does he-
SRM
does
ammo
he-
goes up.
does he have does he have case?
He does not have
You don't have
case.
case. Okay, so we are gonna roll for Banquo to eject as I go running off the thing as it goes up and
Yeah.
it starts exploding everywhere like a Roman candle. We'll say because plot armor. If I roll 10 plus, Banquo is not maimed. Okay.
Okay.
So Paul pulls Banquo
Yeah.
out of the thing as he sees these missiles streaking at the cockpit and the back of the hovercraft, and says, "You're lucky I got a 2-seater. Let's go." So-
John, what's going on is that Pegasus is of particular special place in Tommy's heart, and we just got it absolutely wrecked by the bounty hunter, who put precision pulse lasers right up his rear and cooked off a bunch of missile ammunition. It's not coming back.
It's not coming back. We're gonna have to buy Banquo a new Pegasus. That's just unfortunate.
Folks, do me a favor. Don't tell Tommy until later. Nobody should.
Oh, he's busy playing D&D at DreamHack. It's okay.
Okay, all right.
Let him watch the stream. You'll watch it later. Like, what the hell just happened? All right. So that was the bounty hunter's shots. He's at +8 heat. So
Yeah.
he just fried the Pegasus hover tank for rescuing his 2 captives.
Yep.
He wasn't too happy about that. Tommy now is going to light him up in the back.
Yeah, Tommy's behind him and watched all this happen and has the no, and just hits all his triggers. Well, not with the LRM-20, I guess, but otherwise.
All right.
Oh
So
god. What he jumped? So that's gonna.
Lynn-Six.
Yeah.
Lynn-Six is now going to return fire. Actually, we should have been on +1 more to hit that turn, but it's okay.
It wouldn't have helped.
It didn't.
Man, he's gonna be real mad.
Yeah, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
To
Lynn-Six.
quote Jerry Seinfeld, that's a shame.
Yep. Gunnery of 3, 4, 5 because of the jump. Nothing else.
5s
is
in the back.
In the way. 5s in the back. With the Gauss rifle is going to be 7s because of the
Minimum
range. All right, 2 medium lasers looking for 5s. Hit and hit.
Nice.
Beautiful. Gauss rifle looking for 7s. Hit.
Nice.
Wonderful. And the streak 4 looking for 5s. There it is. Okay. Yeah. At that range.
So do the Gauss first.
Yep.
See
Highest damage
if you can
first.
punch a hole in me.
So Gauss rifle, 15 damage.
Don't roll legs.
I'll do my best.
Do not roll legs.
9. Left leg.
Left leg?
Yeah.
Oh, you've already hit it though with the Gauss rifle. So hold on.
All right. That's
3,
not bad.
5, 10. That took out his armor, 15 points.
Just one more. But, that's
But
okay.
he's going to have a +2 piloting check here automatically because 1 for the leg, +2 for the 20 points you've inflicted.
Yeah. All right. 2 medium lasers, 5 damage each. 5 damage to your 10 left arm and
Untouched. Yeah.
And 5 damage to the 5 right leg.
Just 30 points of damage to a free back shot, and you hit the arm, leg.
Yep. Streak SRM 4.
So just roll 4 hit locations.
Yep. Streak SRM.
See, this is where you wanted to strip one torso.
Right, and then get the missiles in there. Yeah, my
right?
crit seekers. Okay, first location 6, right torso, rear.
Mm-hmm.
Second location is 8, left torso, rear.
Yep.
Third location is 7, center rear.
Mm-hmm.
Last location is 8 again, left torso.
Like
rear.
if you had hit one torso,
Any torso,
you would have been at least minimum
Yep.
1 critical slot. If it was on the left side, you would have had 2.
To be fair, Tommy is in distress at the moment and is probably not aiming at his greatest.
Okay, so I have a piloting check to make on a 5+. He rolls a 6, so he's good. I am at +1 to hit this next turn, and -1 movement point because I have +8 heat. And that is the end of the turn.
That's that.
So,
For those of you curious, that the Highlander's pretty advanced. It's sinking all that heat still. He's doing
you
a
got
good
your
job.
2 cards. Tommy, Banquo, ace is low, by the way. D for the
Duke for
Bounty Hunter. And his is No Joy. We're playing with the Capellan and the Davian decks today. Select one enemy unit. It cannot make any weapons attack against one selected friendly unit this turn. So, good. He's not going to get shot at by you. Since there's... I wish I had some cotton, because I would literally, like, cover the Pegasus in smoke right now.
right.
Just so it could sit there and burn.
A little tea lights, right? With the
Yeah, I got to
candle,
make...
just
You know what? I'm going to do that tomorrow. I am going to make...
in memoriam.
Yeah, in a memoriam.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to paint... Oh, no. My Kickstarter will be here in like a week or so. I'll have another Pegasus.
Knock on wood.
We might have to paint a new Pegasus. We might have to paint the
Mm.
new Pegasus miniature. Maybe I'll paint them up in the Civil War era colors like our second Lancevander unit, where they're the blue with the yellow accents. Maybe that's what I can do. But I got D, so you're going to be moving both your guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, actually, you don't even need the A doesn't matter. Because, oh, no, Banquo's with me. He's running. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to use the other token. You're going into the building anyways.
Right.
So, I guess we should... No, it doesn't really matter us. We're going to move when Tommy moves. So,
Yeah. So Tommy got the Davian 5 battlefield support. Gain 6 BSP to use on aerospace or artillery.
you can dig out through the deck there and whatever you want. You can pick it. You don't have to just on draw.
Ah, wonderful. Then
You can sort through
go
it.
through. I mean, it says specifically aerospace or artillery, so I'm not going to take like the bluff card. There we go. We got a light strike. Light strike. These aren't shuffled, are they? Nope.
Tommy's in like tilt after he saw Banquo goes up, and he's calling in airstrikes from the drop ship.
You know what?
On the bounty hunter. Yeah, that's fantastic. Fantastic. I'll go to this over here while you're doing that.
Here we go. We're going to trade those. We're going to get 2 light bombings.
2 late bombings.
Yeah, that sounds more like the kind of mood he's in.
Grab that token out of there. All right, so you move up to the doors and activate the doors. You haven't gone in yet.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna have to hoof it with Banquo because Bank has been destroyed, and we get to move 2. Oh, there goes me. There goes Banquo. We're running. I will go a little overhead there. We are running across the board. It's going to be we might be playing more than 11 turns tonight, people. All right.
You know what? If it comes to it, my Ostrok's got hands. We can make something that work here.
Oh, yeah, your Ostrok's coming out, too. That's right.
And it's got hands, and it doesn't use them for anything. So...
Okay, so Tommy's got to go here?
Yeah, okay. That's problematic.
He's going to call in the strikes, right?
Yeah, but he wants to move, too.
Yep.
I think he wants to move and get some cover. How far is it to the back?
Just make sure you don't blow me and Banquo up with the airstrikes.
Yeah. There is a 1d6 scatter. but so we'll see where
That could be bad because that would be 1d6 scatter be 1 to 12. Yeah, we're well within that range. That would not be good.
Now, so here's where we're talking about the difference between like role playing and game playing. Because if we're role playing, Tommy would absolutely call in the light bombings. The hell with Paul.
Yeah, the hell with me.
But we understand as players that that's not a wise move.
No.
So we will see. The tree back here, yeah, it's well within his double move. So he's gonna,
As Tommy likes to do, we're just gonna turn the Banquo on his side because he is nothing but. Oh, it doesn't even there. It blew up.
Yeah,
it literally blew up.
2 full racks of short-range
it's
missile ammunition.
it's the wrath of the Banshee is what happened there.
The revenge from beyond the mech grave.
That is right. Completely annihilated. Okay.
Yeah,
so we got the bounty hunter here. If there are any activated enemies within 18, yes. Turns to follow, he wants to try and get behind the target if he can. While moving closer, he wants to occupy woods if necessary, if he can't get behind them. So it'd be 2, 4, 6 to turn all the way around, and he moves. He's 5'8", so it's 16. So I moved 6. He's got 10 left from there. That's 10, right?
Yeah,
that's a 10.
Yeah, he can get. He can get.
He can get beside. No, he can get beside you, and make a facing change. Is what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So he turns all the way around, goes right beside you, base to base,
and then
makes a facing change. So he's base to base with him because I'm gonna kick him. That would make the most sense, right?
Okay.
So he's gonna shoot and kick, right?
See, now Tommy wouldn't call him the light bombing.
And he taps this thing. He can't be attacked by Tommy this turn.
Fantastic.
So
here's the fun thing.
The bounty hunter has his own plot armor, and it's come by the way of the cards, and he's going to attempt to take out Lancevander once and for all in back-to-back turns. Then Tommy's going to eject from his Highlander, and all 3 of us are going to be running to the Phoenix Hawk Lamb in the hangar.
And then Lynn-Vander incarnation of Jesse K will be the only Lynn-Vander guy left in a mech. This is sounding pretty good to me, right? Dark horse candidate?
Yeah.
Right? Young hero?
All right, so where are we at? We're firing phase, right?
Question about the bounty hunter's card.
Yeah.
Does it say, what is the exact wording? Because can Tommy still damage him by like calling in a bombing off to the side and
the
hoping
bombing
it
is
catches him with
fine.
the scatter?
The bombing is fine.
Because that's a thought.
Bombing is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy just can't attack himself. He can call in the light airstrike.
I think that's what he's going to do.
He's going to encompass both.
Call in the light airstrike in the patch of ground on here and try to catch him in the scatter damage.
Do it.
Right?
Go for it.
Okay, remind me how this works, because I've only used the BFP a couple of times. I've got the same one, so I can do that. Target number is 5.
Target number is 5 because he's targeting the hex.
Yep.
It's going to have 3 groupings.
Right, of 5 points of damage each.
Correct. And the scatter die is the roll. So you're going to pick your target hex, so put a die there wherever you're going to do it.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do is
roll to hit.
Can you just all see this okay on the overhead? We're going to call it...
So it hits the center hex and all the adjacent hexes.
Right.
So move it back a little bit. There you go. Right. And it goes 2 inch. It goes 1 inch. It goes 2.
Well, because double move, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's got to be a little.
Yeah. So you're a little closer back to him, but you got it there. There you go. Right there.
All right. Looking for 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any official Lynn-Vander air support?
You got it.
There we go. That's a hit.
Boom. So it's going to land. It's 3 5-point groupings. And this will be on his back.
I like it. I do. Why am I missing a blue die?
Yep.
I'll use one of my orange ones instead. All right. The 3 locations from the rear are 8 rear right torso.
No, rear left torso.
No, you're right. Rear
hold
left.
on. Okay, yeah.
And then a 7 rear center.
2, 4, 5. Yep.
And 6.
So the right torso, you had 5 left there. it just took out his armor. The
Yep.
center torso has 2 left on the rear, but you did go 2 points into the left torso.
There we
So
go.
roll critical on 1, so only upper column on this.
Okay, so 1d6.
No, you roll 2d6 to see if you get a critical first, and then
Well, yeah.
on an 8+ you get a crit.
This would be a good time to see those swords and sunbursts. Come on, Davian dice. 7.
No,
Nothing.
missed by 1 there.
Did get a sunburst. Did get a sword and sunburst. I don't know if you can see that on the overhead, but needed more.
Okay. So bounty hunter,
That's what
shooting. What's he gonna do here?
he's going to hurt Tommy very badly.
He wants to. There's no there's no targeting. He's got no rear bonus here. If TN is 6 or less, he's gonna overheat again. So he is at currently base 2. Ran is 4. Tommy went for a
Oh, he's 1. He's just plus
1.
Yeah.
So he's on 5s. Oh boy, he's really, really trying to get you. So he's on 5s. +1 for his heat from last turn is 6. So if target number is 6 or less, maximum overheat again. So he is going to keep juicing him. Now, when there eventually is classic cards for aces at whatever point down the road after Alpha Strike stuff that the guys have talked about, that'll probably be something that we're being very rough with it here and being aggressive because it's kind of funny tonight with what's happened. So the bounty hunter will light him up again, and we'll do the same thing as last time. So the 2 green dice, this is going to get kind of ugly, right? We're on 6s. They're actually on 4s because of the pulse.
Pulses.
They're actually on 3s because of the targeting computer.
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to strip Tommy's armor pretty good here, unless I actually missed with 1. I rolled a pair of snake eyes there. I rolled the large pulse of all things rolled a snake eyes, right? So 1 missed, everything else hit. So we'll roll locations here. This is on your right side.
Right side.
Yeah. So roll locations. So the large pulse sits in the 9, I think, is the center torso or the right torso.
9 is left torso
Left
from
torso?
the right side.
All right, and we're on turn
Sorry,
4.
how much damage was that?
That was 10 points.
10 points to the right, left torso.
Then you got 7 to the 6.
7 to the 6. 6 would be right leg.
You got 7 points to the 9.
7 to the 9, which is left torso again.
And you got 7 points to the 6 again.
7 points to the 6 again.
Alrighty, we got the pattern, and 7 points to the 9.
Wow.
9, 6, 9, 6, 9. Literally. 9, 6, 9, 6, 9.
So that is 1, 7, 14.
No crits.
2. Just the 1 piloting check.
Okay, so make your piloting check.
Yep. Piloting skill of 4. That shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, that's Snake Eyes.
Oh, good. He's going to kick you while you're down, too.
Yep. So, direction 2. So, Tommy is
R.I.P. John.
over.
Falls down, so he's going to take a level 2 fall. Tommy is a 90 tonner.
Yep. So,
He's going to be taking
5 and
a 4.
So these will be the 5. 5
on the head. It's getting better by the moment. I can't wait till he watches this. Oh, yes, this is fantastic.
Okay, 5 to the head.
This is going to turn into an after-school special.
I'm not going to be allowed back. Which is an automatic hit taken to the pilot. Okay, and then 4 to 5 to center torso.
All right, so Tommy
All right.
takes a pilot hit.
Yep.
Has to make a consciousness check or
Yeah.
seatbelt. First off, he has to make a seatbelt check because of the fall to avoid a pilot hit. So he takes 2 pilot hits? This is beautiful. So he takes 2 pilot hits.
Which is third because he took one from getting shot in the head.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Okay, so no, he got shot in the head?
Yeah.
When?
When he fell.
Oh no, he took one. He took one there, so it was only second. He's only
Okay.
taking two. He's only taking two.
Okay.
So he's on a 5+ for his consciousness. He's on so you got a 5+ for his consciousness.
Yo, I'm gonna switch the dice. I'm gonna switch the dice,
Use
guys.
use the Randall dice.
Yep. Okay.
Use the Randall dice.
That way, it's Randall's fault and not
That's
mine,
right.
right?
That's beautiful.
Oh, he's okay.
Okay.
He's okay.
So he's conscious. Okay.
God.
Lesson learned. Never go on vacation. He's not on vacation. He's working.
Yeah.
He's working at DreamHack. All right, this is beautiful. All right, so he's down. Now the bounty hunter's going to kick him. All right, so that's going to be on base 3. Your movement is.
Is the TMM still count since he fell?
yeah, no. So
I think he just hits.
he kicks. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't know no single ones. All right, so kicks him. He's 75 tons, so it's a 15-point kick. Full body on your right side.
Oh, where's the kick table? Here we go. What'd you get?
No, you're on the ground prone. It's going to your full body.
Oh.
Tier 11
Okay.
on your right side.
15 to right side. A lot of filled in circles on that sheet.
You don't need to make a piloting check to see if you're standing after being successfully kicked because you already fell.
Yeah, that's right. All part of the plan.
It's all part of the plan.
I'm gonna get everyone in Lancevander killed.
This is fantastic.
The albatross.
We are going to go to the cards. We're going on turn 5. So to recap, Banquo has been destroyed in an ammo explosion, even though he was heroically pulled from the burning turret by Paul, who he had already rescued. After the bounty hunter was enraged and turned and blasted him and caused an ammo explosion, which then followed by Paul and Banquo running across the tarmac screaming as Jesse enters this hangar to try to find his mech and activate it. The bounty hunter has turned and dealt with Tommy and shot him in the head twice. Shot him in the head once, and then Tommy fell and hit himself in the head, and then was kicked while he's on the ground. So that's where we're at right now. These two VIP models, me and Banquo, we have to make it all the way over here, move it 2 hexes a turn, or 2 inches a turn.
Ostrok's got hands.
Yes, the Ostrok's got hands, but you're still a couple turns away. So hopefully, I don't know what the bounty hunter's going to do. Is he going to come over here and start shooting at us?
I mean,
well, Tommy's not dead technically.
Tommy's not technically dead, and he wants Paul alive.
Yeah, to sell me to Big Red, right?
Yeah, to sell you to Red. He's got no concern for Banquo.
Oh, the bounty hunter wins initiative. But we reshuffle all that back into the deck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, the Star-Lord card.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy
and us. We're gonna run 1, 2.
Yep. Tommy got a 9 Bravo Zulu. He's going to choose 2 weapons during attack declaration and increase the total weapon damage by 5 for each. That's going to be the Gauss rifle and probably one of his streaks.
Yeah.
Oh no, just the 1 streak. Yeah. That's
so you're gonna get up running, I assume.
Oh man, I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, Tommy's gonna get up running because otherwise he'd only get 1 attempt.
Okay.
Because he's only got a 3 movement, right?
All right. So I need piloting +2 at this point.
No. You don't have any actuator damage or anything like that.
No,
right?
no.
No. You're just straight piloting.
Straight piloting.
So you're on a 3.
Okay, hold
you're
on.
a 3/4. So you're on a 4.
I don't want to use the terrible dice ever again.
Getting up on a 4.
Getting up on a 4. How hard could this be? He's up.
He's
Okay.
He's
closer than I wanted it to be.
With a 5.
He's
You
up.
can get up facing any direction you want. You're base to base with the.
Yep. It's not going to matter what direction he's looking because the bounty hunter is just going to work his way straight around.
Probably.
And I've got like no move left, right? So I don't think there's an awesome move for him.
Banquo and I might have to go hide in that warehouse if he takes care of Tommy
Yeah.
before we get over there while you're waiting to fire up your mech.
With no other cool options and not much move left, I think I'm just gonna put my back to the tree and hope, like, hey, maybe the bounty hunter will back up far enough that the tree will give me an extra plus.
That kind of works. Like,
No.
we've done significant damage. Like, the bounty hunter's got no armor left on its right leg. It's got no armor left on its right arm. And you punch 2 points of internal from the backside onto its right torso, right? So,
Oh yeah, no, the bounty hunter isn't winning either, but he's had some
yeah.
good luck.
So, unaggressive. If there are any activated enemies within 12, yes. So he's going to stay unaggressive. He smells blood in the water. That blue blood of Gofton is in the water, and he's smelling it, and he's going to go feast on what's left of that Highlander. That's his game plan. here,
Highlander's
right?
still got some armor, right? It's a
Yeah,
tough mech.
and he wants to move closer to the target with cover from as many enemies as possible and occupy woods if he can. But, you know, the only way he can really get behind him is by occupying woods. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's base to base, right? So he goes 1, 2, 3 to turn all the way around. He's facing straight forward. Yep. Moves 1 forward. It's 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go. Move forward. It's a walk, right? He does all that to get a walk done. He didn't displace enough to. So he's got no mod, but he is directly behind. He's got his cover. He's firing through the trees, and he did exactly what Tommy wanted to do. Maybe this was Tommy's way of goading him into a sense of false security. We will find out. I am at plus 16 heat, actually. Hold on for a second. I forgot that. We are going to check something here. We are going to do a few checks because, you know, I didn't consider that.
Bounty hunter
So,
could shut down because of the heat.
yeah, on a 4+. So he's -3 movement points. So that would have been a run. Okay. That's a run. But first, you can roll for him. He's on a 4+. Did he shut down? No, he doesn't shut down.
All right, that would have been great.
So he's at +2 to fire. Put it there. Okay. He's at +2 to fire. Because he did go maximum overheat last turn because the target number was so low. All right. So that's all the movement done. We've scurried across the thing. You are now in the building. Next turn, you get to deploy as you're firing up your Ostrock, and your Ostrock miniature is right there. Okay. And the bounty hunter firing. Tommy can turn around and fire his arm weapon at him or any rear-mounted weapons if he wants. He lost initiative.
Yeah, he didn't got anything rear weapons, but yeah, he's going to turn and hit with that Gauss rifle in the right arm, and he's going to use his Bravo Zulu to boost it up to 20 damage. He's got skill of 3. He's touching the tree, so no worries there. Bounty Hunter has nothing cool on him. Gauss rifle, it is within minimum range, so it goes up to 5, I think. So, I need a 5 to hit with that Gauss rifle.
Yeah, neither is paying the penalty for the tree.
Yeah. Hits. Okay. That is going... Let's see how cool this is going to be.
He point blanks him with the...
Yep. Just turns and holds the hand out. And that's sort of... If anyone remembers the intro to Mech Warrior 2 with that summoner just pointing it directly at the guy's face. Gauss rifle's going to do 20 damage.
15.
No, +5.
Oh, +5.
Zulu.
Yeah, it's an AC 20. Yeah.
To 8 left torso.
Okay. So it's 2, 5, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Goes 1 into the torso.
Nice.
So roll critical. Roll 2d6 to see if you get critical.
Yep. Nothing.
Right torso is gone. He point blanks him. The bounty hunter, to get his heat down this turn, is only going to fire 1 large pulse and 1 medium pulse into you because he has 32 heat sinks. That causes him 14 heat, plus he ran is 16, so that gets him exactly down to 0 heat on the turn. But he is at a +2 modifier to shoot. So he is at base 2. He ran is 4. You didn't displace for anything. +2 for the heat is 6. +1 for the tree. Oh, no, nothing for the tree. So you're at 6. And then -2 for the pulses
Yep.
is 4. -1 for the targeting computer is 3s. That's ridiculous. It's outrageous.
It's the bounty hunter.
It's outrageous, is what that is. So the blue will be the large pulse. The green will be the medium.
Mhm.
Hit.
Yep.
That is just ridiculous. And locations. This is on your back.
This is the back.
Center torso, rear for 10 points, and the 9 for 7 points.
10, 9, left leg. All right, that could have been worse.
So you took 17, and I got to make a piloting check at +1. So he's going to be at he's a 2-3, so he's going to be on 4+.
Mm.
Everybody is like barely making their
Yeah.
piloting checks. That's a 5.
It's a real nail
If you
biter
guys
this whole
can't see
round
it,
for
that is.
everyone.
We're gonna have to shuffle the deck
Yep.
and
you
go
gotta
to
add dice.
initiative. This is actually turning out pretty. This is entertaining. We can. This is all because of Big Red. It's all Big Red's fault. We wouldn't have had this fight if he didn't try to buy my mech.
Yep.
So anybody that feels upset by what's happened to Banquo tonight, make sure you go on to Red's live stream later on this evening, and just torment him about the fact that he
killed Banquo.
He killed Banquo.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with Jesse and I or our dice. It was all Red's evil intent.
Factually, historically,
And
Big Red is directly responsible for Banquo's death.
It is. Well, it's not his death. The destruction of the tank.
Mm.
Banquo's on the field. He's still alive because of my heroism. But
Sure.
yeah, you can cut those if you want. No, you're good. Okay, so the Highlander. Oh,
Hey, Star-Lord.
you're shuffling the cards next time, and I got the ace. So, what does the ace do here? Maskarovka. Place this card with any card in the discard pile. Well, there isn't a discard pile, so
Yep.
that's obviously the
Do we
worst
want to
time.
just redraw this hand? This
No,
is
that's okay.
incredibly
That's okay.
stupid.
No, that's okay.
All right, absolutely nothing happens on the cards
That's good.
this turn.
So the bounty hunter is going to move, and the bounty hunter is what's Red literally
Oh.
just posted. He's not streaming today. Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
I'll call him later then on the way home.
Is my Ostrok active, and if so, should I grab another card for it?
No, next turn you're
Next
active.
turn,
Yeah.
okay.
Next turn. So we've got aggressive. If the ideal red enemy unit is activated, that is not true because I lost initiative. So balanced. If there are lesser enemies within 24, no, you're not lesser than him. So he's going to be cautious. Nearest, he wants line of sight to target, cover, and out of as many enemy arcs, he wants to keep you at medium range. So that would mean
Hashtag blame Red.
blame
yeah,
Red.
you got it, John.
So he's on your side of the board. You can move him. He wants to back away from. He wants to get to medium range, and
So-
cover. No,
oh, and covers.
no, he doesn't know this is activating. So
Yeah, he won't detect it until it turns
so
on.
he moves 16 out of run. So before we start moving, let's figure out logically what he would do here, right? So if he turned around 3 times, it'd give him 10 inches. He wouldn't be able to reach cover running that way. So logically speaking, he's going to come this way or he's going to go this way, right?
Mhm.
So if he went 1, 2, and then he's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, he'd probably be in here between the trees. Is my guess. That
Yeah.
you agree with that?
I agree with that. Because
And that would be a walk. Here we go. 1, 2. Then you're gonna have to measure it those to be exact here.
Yeah, where's my-
So it's 1, 2 to get him turned around. To get him into here, right?
that gets that's another 6.
So 6. So that's 10. So no, he's a run.
Yeah.
Because then he would go 11, 12. 11, 12.
Yeah.
13. 14, 15. There it is. Right. So that's a run. He made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Facing changes divided by 2 is 3. He means he displaced 5 hexes. You know how I figured that out, right? Because I divided it by 2. So if he did,
Yeah.
okay. So he's a +2. There we go.
Okay. I think Tommy is going to take the opportunity Well, Tommy.
Get
Tommy's
good,
going to
Paul.
get. Tommy's going to go cover and then call in the other light bombing he got.
1, 2. 1, 2. Paul Banquo. Streaming across the tarmac.
They're doing that run where your knees are like up to your chest.
Yeah.
All right.
The Benny Hill music playing in the background.
Yep.
Moving and fast forward.
All right. 1, 2. That brings him down. If he's running, let's bring him down to 8. Is that enough to get out of range of the bounty hunter? It totally is. He's gonna run that way.
He's hiding?
He's hiding and he's calling in another bombing run.
Oh, yeah. Highlander.
Highlanders. And says, do it again, and calls in the next bombing run. That's
Okay.
going to be his battle phase.
Yep.
And I think that's everything that happens.
So you're going to be rolling 5 up.
Okay, so bounty hunter can't shoot, so it's
Nope.
going to come back to him. Let's see some dice that haven't gotten any action yet this time. We've reset the dice karma. Looking for 5 for the light bombing. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. 3 groupings of 5 damage each. 5 damage to your 7.
Center torso, which
torso.
hasn't been touched yet.
Yeah. 5 damage to your 6, right torso.
Right torso, 3.
And another to the
5.
center.
Okay.
All
That
right.
was 15 points.
Scattered.
And that was turn 6, and we're going to go to turn 7 because there's nothing else that can be done this turn here. So we're just going to leave those cards there. I'm not reshuffling everything again. There's no
Yeah,
point.
there's no reason.
Tommy, that's on the 7, and the bounty hunter is on L, which is Lord.
And
and
now-
he's got Luck of the Fox.
Ooh.
So player units may re-roll any dice roll result of this turn. 1 roll per unit, must accept the second result. Well, that'll be interesting.
Okay. Tommy's got Alpha Strike. Choose 1 weapon and increase the damage by 5.
Nice.
So that'll be that goes. However, there's a reactor power-up detected.
Oh, yes.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online. Somebody call Carol. I can't pronounce her last name.
You didn't sound feminine enough for that.
No, but I don't know if I want to do my like husky voice
Your
into
husky
the mic.
voice.
You know, I don't know if we're ready for that kind of stream.
Yeah, it's an airfield, Jay. It's got a little spaceport that the bounty hunter was using to try to smuggle out my stolen and captured Phoenix Hawk Lamb along with Jesse's Ostrock. And the Highlander, piloted by Tommy, and our trusted sidekick, Banquo, came here to try and save us. If you look at the middle of the board, you can see... I'll get to that in a minute. Banquo drove us over to the first hangar. Jesse jumped off, ran into the hangar, has activated his Ostrock. After that happened, the bounty hunter took out the Pegasus hover tank with a ammunition explosion. So I managed to pull Banquo out of the wreckage because I was on there with him, pulled him out. And we're now currently running across the tarmac, trying to get over to the second objective marker, which is my Phoenix Hawk Lamb. Tommy is currently on the other side of the building. He's taken some significant damage, but also dished out a bunch of significant damage to the bounty hunter as well. So we go to the move, and
Yep.
you're going to move both guys first?
Yeah, Jesse pulled an ace, unfortunately. Ace low in this case. Flank the enemy, which means that any friendly unit that fires into the side or rear of any target gets a -1. So that might happen this time, but unfortunately he has to move before the bounty hunter does. Me, this is strange. Moving at a 5-8-5.
What I would do is get Tommy up on top of the building.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Reason being is going to create a vantage point where he has a shot, and you now have a partner.
Yeah.
That's the bounty hunter's going to have to account for, right?
Right. So what they thought was Jesse going to go and scoop up Paul and Banquo and carry them, or does Jesse want to get into this fight and try to take down the bounty hunter. I think that at least for this one turn,
Decisions.
Yep, for this one turn, it's got to be shots fired because we don't know what the bounty hunter's going to do, how he's going to react to this situation.
Yes.
So I think that Ostrok is just coming around.
You're coming around. You're gonna go with this. There you go.
Let's see. Kanenahora. Is there anywhere he can go? I can go where there.
Here.
Yeah. I mean, that guarantees I'm not getting flanked. I would have liked cover.
You move 585, right? So
Yeah.
you're 1016.
If I'm running.
If you're running, you're measured to here.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get there at 6.
That's 6. Then you're gonna pay 1, 2, 3 is 12. Your back's to it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Right? You're gonna force him into a decision.
Yeah.
So you move 12, you move 6, you move 3, you move 1. You get a 1.
1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Because you moved 6 forward.
Right, and then just turn.
3 facing changes is 12 divided by 2.
You're right. It's the double move that's throwing me off.
Right? The 3 facing changes don't count, so you only move 6, right?
That
Divided by
I
2
know.
is 3.
It's just a double.
Yeah.
All right, Ostrok is there and saying, "Come and get me." Tommy is going to
Tommy.
jump as discussed.
How far over can he make it?
He can jump 6.
And try and put him in the middle. If you put him in the middle, he's not going to get shot in the back.
Yeah. That's no problem, right? Yeah, that's 5.
I'd face him this way.
Yeah.
All right.
Bounty Hunter is now outnumbered.
What's he doing? Aggressive. If the ideal red is activated and within 18, so the red is automatically Tommy. So, actually, no. You're within 18 anyways, so it doesn't matter. Either or of you is red, or can be red. So, no unactivated within 12. He doesn't want to be anywhere close to anybody unactivated within 12. That doesn't matter. He wants to move closer to target. We're going to determine which one that is, and then occupy woods. And he wants to have only line of sight to his target. So red, in this instance, is lowest TMM. So he wants you. So he doesn't want Tommy to see him, and he wants to see you. Means he's going to turn around. He's going to come right here. Actually, you can go behind the tree because Tommy can't see him because of the shadow of the building.
Looking like this.
All those trees are like that. You just go like this.
Okay.
Because Tommy can't see him from there because of the shadow of the building. Yep. So that works. And he's going to use his card, obviously, so he gets his re-roll on the turn. And that's movement. And he'd be a +1. So put that there.
Yep. Okay, I assume I'm a 4 since I'm just getting started, yeah?
For what?
Gunnery.
Oh, no, you're a 3-4.
A 3-4? How about that? All right.
Everybody's veterans.
I have been doing this for a long time. I just felt like as the new guy, you know.
No, you're 3-4. All right, so fire away.
Yeah, no, I did lose. All right, well, I can fire all of my... Oh, I ran. +2. I can still fire all my energy weapons this turn. And, not build up enough heat to be worried about it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That is 2 large lasers and 4 medium lasers? No, 4 medium lasers. Cool. So, gunnery of 3.
What's your heat on that thing? I can't remember when I modded it.
It sinks 28. And firing all these lasers is going to do 16, 17, 19, 21, 22, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28.
And +2.
So,
you have +2 heat.
Yeah, +2 for the run, but that's fine. I don't get no penalty for adopting the mercenary lingo already. I ain't got no penalty for that.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, skill of 3, 4, 5, 6 because of the tree. Ranges are doubled, so even the medium lasers might be short.
You're at short range for everything.
6. Yep.
No, you're at short range for everything.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Sure.
C3I.
The Highlander has an improved C3. Right.
Short range.
Yep. No, I forgot that Lancevander has been upgrading their tech. That's why I signed on with this Merc group in the first place, because
There you
they got toys.
So he's at
So
two. He's at 2 hexes.
yeah,
All his range
short
mods are
range.
at 2 hexes. So you're going to be at 3, 4, 5,
Six,
5,
just fives.
5.
All right. Two
5 for everything.
two large lasers looking for fives. Got it.
Mhm.
And 4 medium lasers looking for fives. Hit, miss, missed ones. 2 large and 3 medium.
Locations.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, 2 large lasers are going to be doing 8 damage each. To your 5 right leg
Mhm.
and 10 left arm.
Those are large lasers, right?
Yep. And then the medium lasers doing 5 damage each to the following locations. To 9 left leg.
Hold on. How many was that? 5, 6?
That's 5.
5? Okay.
And then to 5 right leg. And then to 10 left arm.
Roll critical on the left leg.
Oh, I would love to. You guys have been rolling high tonight. Come on. Nothing.
Nothing.
Shucks.
Okay, so he's in internals in 2 locations.
Or are we playing with force withdrawal?
Well,
and
he's
stuff?
gonna try and save himself if he has to. 2 locations at 3 locations. Internal 3 locations, right? If I remember correctly, force withdrawal is 3 locations for internals.
Yeah, I think so. It depends if it's torsos or limbs.
He's in his left torso and left leg are both in internals.
Then that might not be a forced withdrawal, but I'll pull out the book and try to find it.
All right. In the meantime, he's going to fire back at his only valuable target, which is you. He just goes to red. He's not going to be overheating, I don't think. Here he's going to be at a total of, where's my tape measure? At 9, so he's at 5 hexes. He's going to be at base 2. 5 hexes is medium range, is short range for his large ball. So he's going to be at 5. No penalty for the tree. 6. So he's going to be on 4s and 6s. He's then the targeting computer. So he's going to be on 3s and 5s. And that would target number 5 or less. He's going to maximum overheat again. He's just shredding off on you guys. So he's firing 4 medium pulse and 2 large pulse, hitting on 3s and 5s. Okay.
And internal damage in 1 limb and 1 torso is not yet crippling damage.
Okay, cool. So the 2 green are the large pulse. Everything else are the medium pulse. So 3s and 5s. Hits. He hit with everything. 6, 7, 7,
Okay.
6, 7. Yeah. So on the Ostrock, which just got out of the shop and was all shined up to be sold to Big Red.
Oh, it's a lot of 6s, Paul.
Yeah, but they're not the same color. That was a 2, I think. So that's 7. So 10 to the center torso.
10 to the center torso.
10 to the right torso.
10 to the right torso.
7 to the center torso.
Another 7.
7 to the 9.
7 to the left leg.
And then 14 points to the 11.
14 points to the left arm.
Same reason we wear brown pants. This is why you wear red, then they can't see you bleed.
Oh, man, that's red is the crux of this whole thing. All right, that's 2 piloting checks.
Not 2, it's just a plus. How much damage was it? It was 20 plus another 28, so 48, so it's plus 2 points.
Yeah.
Plus 2 piloting check. And that's everybody. Oh no, we didn't move. 1, 2. That's it. All right, so you got to make a piloting check of plus 2, so on a 6 plus.
Yep.
So if you fall down,
Good.
you're good. And the two guys on the tarmac are screaming, "Why are you fighting? You're supposed to be picking us up." But I guess
Yeah.
it's not a good idea because he'd be shooting at us. We're gonna wait for Tommy to get over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm over like you guys don't even have mics, so I'm over the external speakers. I just need give me a minute.
We're gonna flip this over to turn 7. One,
Okay.
2, 3, 4,
Now let us
5,
win
6,
initiative,
7.
and we
Yeah,
got this finished because it means one of us gets behind him.
yeah, we're on turn 7. All right, so you have 2. There you go. You win initiative, Thomas. So I'm moving first, and then you're moving.
How many Star-Lord cards are in this deck?
2.
Well, we just have bad luck.
Dying of the light. It's dusk, so yeah, I'm gonna use that to make it everybody +1 harder to hit.
Okay.
Um,
Tommy got the Star-Lord, which doesn't mean anything. Jesse got on the double. All friendly units gain +2 ground.
well, that won't help Tommy, but since unless he's running around on top of the building.
Well, let's see what the bounty hunter does
We're
now.
gonna see what he does here.
Because
To the card.
in Dukes of Hazzard, this right, like just freeze frame. And a bounty hunter now is in a bit of a pickle.
If there are any enemies in 30, yes, you can stay on balance. So within 10, so the closest is Tommy. Target medium. He has no allies. He wants cover. He can't physically move closer to Tommy because he's on the top of the building. So he wants to be at medium range. So medium range for him is going to be. He must be at 7 hexes. Sorry, yeah, 7 hexes will put him at medium range because 8 for the clan pulse is medium still. So he is going. He wants cover. He's gonna go back this way. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4. 5, 7, 9. Uh, 9 gives him 7 more from there. So yeah, he moves all the way to the equal to the tree and makes a facing change. No, he's gone too far there. Right here.
Okay, and where's he looking?
No, and it'll be facing like
Okay.
that. And that is a run. And he displaced 5, 6. So divided by 2 is 3 is a +1. He did a lot of facing changes there. He's only a +1. You're going to throw that on the ground beside him.
Okay. So, Tommy's base jump would be 5. With the on the double card, it's 7. With the double rules, it's 14.
No, he can't. He can't. Doesn't get any additional movement on his jump. It's ground only.
No kidding.
That's what it says on the card, right? You read it out.
2 ground MP. Oh no.
That's why I said it doesn't help him. He's just gonna. If he used it, he's just running around on the roof.
Well, 10 still gets him behind.
No, 6. He jumped 6. He's 353.
Oh, am I looking at my Ostrak?
Yeah.
Curses.
He can land. He can land in the tree in front of him.
Yep. Not being in front of him would have been cool.
You need death from above him.
Yeah, well, he's not. We're not doing that. Especially in Classic.
We should. We should. We should.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna head on down, and we're gonna have another.
That's a jump, so he's at he's
+1.
a red one. Yeah.
+1 and jump token.
Okay. Ostrak.
Yeah. Ostrak is pretty confident Bounty Hunter's gonna be shooting at the Highlander. I still feel like focusing fire.
Pick us up and get us over here. Then we can get the hell out of Dodge. You can get over here. Tommy can outmaneuver him by jumping over the building back and forth.
But I want to kill him, Paul. But it's okay. You're my bosses. I gotta listen to what you say. All right, and get in there.
Because if I get on the board too, I can stay behind him. He's gonna retreat.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that considered close enough that I can add both of you?
And you pick us both up.
Yep, and then I've got another 4.
No, you got you got to end your move there to
Yeah.
pick us up. You got to
Okay.
spend the turn.
All right, so
Being delicate with our fragile human
makes
bodies.
a quick exchange of fire with the bounty hunter. Here's Paul. What are you doing? Says, fine, fine. Comes over, gently scoops you both up.
And you're a +2.
Let's go.
All right. So bounty hunter lost initiative, so he's firing. He's at +8 heat. Actually, sorry guys, we made a mistake there because he can't go that far. He's here, like so. So Tommy is either there or on this side of the tree.
Could he have jumped down far enough?
Yeah,
To get-
he was here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he can make that.
All right.
I just had to I had to move them closer because it makes sense because I'm at heat that I didn't account for. All right, so he's only got one target, so he can only shoot at Tommy.
Mhm.
He's going to be at base 2 ran 4. You went for a 2 is 6. TNN 6 or less. Overheat again. It's because he's actually on 5s because I didn't count the targeting computer. He's at base 2, ran is 4. Your movement of 2, 1 and 1 for the jump is 6. Pulse 4.
Targeting computer.
3. It's gross, man.
It really, I mean, that's why this guy is such a nightmare.
Well, it's just any clan gonna be a nightmare with that thing.
Yeah, but this particular, like the bounty hunter builds are all
I hit with everything. I rolled
Yeah.
a 4 is the lowest.
unsurprising.
Making sure. Yeah, what's the 4 is the lowest on the white dice. Okay, he's at +16 heat again, trying to wipe you out. Hit locations. Mark that. We're gonna do the shutdown at the end of the turn. 10 to the left torso.
10 to the left. Well, if I need to get anywhere, that's it.
Okay. 10 to the 5.
10 to the, was that right leg?
7 to the 5.
Another 7.
Another 7 to the 5.
Oh, that's get roll for crit.
Okay, hold on. 7 to the 4.
Right arm.
He hasn't seen it yet.
Ooh, floating crit.
So, floating kit. So 7 to the center. 7 to the 10.
Okay. That's another crit check on top of that.
Okay, so 3 crit checks.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not. I have 1 point of armor left
Okay,
there.
okay. So, so the 10, does it get a critical? No.
Okay.
And then the other one was rolling for
Right leg.
right leg, no critical.
Hey, okay. But yeah, something in the Highlander, in Lynn-Six's right leg does go thump.
Earthquake Johnson. Okay. That's that shot. So he took. He's on a +2 piloting check again.
Yep.
That's 48 points.
Hang on. That's not that. That's
Yeah, that's ugly.
yeah. Okay. All right, Tommy, piloting check.
I think what we might have to do next week when we do Friday Night Aces is we might have to get Luthor the Squirrel to have a in memory of speech for Banquo. I think that would be a good idea.
I mean, of the tank, hopefully, because Banquo is hopefully getting out of this alive.
Yes, of the tank. Yes, the tank.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right. So Tommy's shooting. What's he firing here? Is he overheating?
Tommy can't really overheat. I mean, as long as he's also not firing that LRM-20, which he
Yeah, he
can't because we're
can't.
constantly in point
Yeah,
blank
he's good.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so he's just going to hit there with the notes.
So he's got.
3, 4, 5, 6.
You're at 3, 6, 7, 7s. You jumped, right? Just +3.
Yeah.
So you're at 3, 6. 1 for me is 7.
7, 9 on the Gauss rifle.
Yeah. So 9 and 7.
We start with the Gauss rifle. It's a 9. No good. And misses with the Gauss rifle. Okay, 2 medium lasers.
Gauss hit?
Gauss did not hit.
Okay, good.
2 medium lasers. Looking for 7s. 1 hit. And the streak 4, looking for 7s. No, these dice get exiled now. 1 medium laser hit. 5 damage to your 5 right leg.
You can take it there.
Yeah. An
Okay.
uninspiring round.
Well, I'm on shutdown. I'm on shutdown check of... not me. The bounty hunter's on check down of 4+. And you've got a piloting check at +2. Or Tommy does.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tommy's okay.
bounty hunter is good with boxcars. No shutdown. All right. To initiative. Turn 9. Tommy, you.
Boo.
Bounty hunter's got a 10. His card is Stand and Deliver. Any friendly units that do not move receive a -1 to attack modifier on all attacks.
Tommy's got a 3. Second wind, he removes 1 damage, which is pretty irrelevant for a Highlander.
Remove it from his head.
Yeah, all right. Figure
He's-
if he's gonna get
he's
shot in the head.
He's
the
put
extra
some duct tape on the canopy while he was up on the roof there.
if he's getting a shot in the head, I don't think an extra 1 is going to help him. But hey, whatever. And Jesse got a 5. Bait and switch. A friendly unit may reduce its movement by 2 in exchange for a +1. Against all applied attacks against them.
So I'm on 10, and you're moving both first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. So I think
you move 5/8, right?
yeah. Ostrock Jesse's heading. Dropping you guys.
Yeah, you
off.
can make a facing change and run right to the thing.
Yeah.
And drop us off.
There you go.
Yeah. You end up 1 short of it, like that. And you
And
drop
where
us both off. We're right here.
Yep.
Paul and Banquo have been deployed at the hangar.
Now I can turn around and get back into that fight next turn. Tommy wants to play defense.
Yeah, yeah, while you're doing that, I'm going to talk to the hand pants. Yeah, ACES works relatively well with it. Obviously, you got to do a little bit of adapting. It's not the first time we've run it. Running classic, you got to use a little bit of common sense. One thing we have seen tonight is, I've overheated the bounty hunter's unit twice now to +16 heat because it's glitching a little bit with his such incredible chances to hit because he has a targeting computer and pulses in this variant. So his target numbers are always really low with him being an elite pilot. So it's basically asking him to consistently, when he has a low target numbers, to just keep heating up and ripping for damage, which ultimately hasn't actually hindered him too much in the course of this scenario. But, it could be a bit of a drastic switch if there were more units on the board in a bigger game. But, aside from that, otherwise it's just operating as normal and very, very little difference between this and Alpha Strike with it. You gotta account for ammunition usually or, facing changes. We're just trying to do our best to mitigate that, which is fairly easy, just using a little bit more common sense when you're moving the unit. The other thing we did do is on the newer cards, we have some fire conditions that want you to target the rear in Alpha Strike. So because his variant is using a targeting computer, if that happened and he didn't have the ability to go behind, we adjudicated that would be him targeting an area of opportunity with the targeting computer. So say if he saw the damaged leg, he would target his pulses at the leg and take the +3 modifier and see if he could try and take it out to finding the weak point, which is essentially the same thing as going behind somebody in Alpha Strike. So that said, and we will
bounty
be going
hunter,
here.
It's gunnery 2.
And the rookie and the bounty hunter is also a 1/1 pilot. He's a 1/1 pilot, or he could be 2/3. We put him at 2/3 for this one. You
Different
can put him
bounty
at
hunters, different
yeah,
eras.
different bounty, different eras, right?
Before I lock this move in, he's overheated right now, right? I can expect him to be moving slower.
Yeah, he's going to be right now at -3 movement points.
Yeah,
so
okay.
he's right now effectively a 2/3. He's an urban mech.
Right. So yeah, he's not going to be able to get around. Okay, that's good.
All right, and you've moved, and so we're going to go to him. We have got If the ideal red enemy is activated within 10, red being lowest TMM, that's you. So he's good. He's going to try and be aggressive. He wants to try to get behind you if he can. If he can't, he wants cover from as many enemies as possible while moving closer to you. So, hearing that, he's only a 2-3.
Hemp Pants is just the mat we're using doesn't have hexes on it.
Yeah, we're playing
So-
classic miniature rules we're doubling ranges, doubling movement, facing changes. So we are going to. He wants to try to get closer to you and maintain cover. He can't get closer to you and see you. But what he wants to move closer. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4, 6. He's a 2-3 right now. That's what he would do. He comes around like this. Out of run as far as he can go. He's out of cover from you. Neither of you can see each other. He can't see
I think Tommy
the
can see
Astra?
him.
Well, if Tommy can see him, he can see them. It's fine. He wants line of sight to Tommy. He wants to move closer to him, which he's done.
Well, I don't know. You tell me. You're the veteran.
Well, what is it? Did you see 50% or more?
It's close, but no. Like, I can see the whole face. I can see both launchers, most of one and all of the other.
Okay, so it's 50%. It's partial cover. So you're going to avoid all shots on his right side, basically. You can't hit his right arm, can't hit his right leg, can't hit his right torso, but you can hit center, left torso, left arm, left leg.
And does he have any disadvantage shooting
He's
at the Highlander?
he's going to be the same. He's going to have the exact same thing, so he's not going to be able to hit your legs. He's going to see you from the waist up.
Yeah. No, let's do it.
Yep,
Let's
do
change
it.
fire.
Yep. You can work that out here while I just talk with the chat here.
Yeah.
No, it's not a Mad Cat MK1. It's just a regular Timberwolf. It's his
I mean,
bounty
it's not
hunter.
a regular one. It's
Yeah.
the bounty hunter's
Yeah,
trick.
he's got a light tag, ECM suite, 4 medium pulse targeting computer, and a pair of large pulses. 4,753 BV out of 2-3. It's a pretty impressive unit.
And that what you're describing, Rookie, the like a fancier one that's just as fast but can carry way more stuff, that might be the Savage Wolf.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool looking, but it's got a black mark on it in the community because that's Alaric Wolf's ride. 3, 4, 5. It's still short.
6 for his movement,
6,
partial covers 7. So you're hitting on 7s.
Yep, and we're far away enough that the Gauss rifle can hit this time.
You're hitting on 7s, but you're ignoring anything right side.
Yep.
Even if you hit.
So Gauss rifle hits. Boxcar's wasted, but hits. 2 medium lasers. 1 hit. And streaks. Miss. Okay. A medium laser and a Gauss rifle. Let's do
Let me get the sheet out here. There we go.
gray for the Gauss rifle.
Yep.
15 damage. Right arm, it's ignored.
No, it's not. It's right arm you hit him in?
Yeah, but cover, right? Can't hit
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I was going to say you just blew off his right arm, but...
Would be nice.
yeah.
Nope, the Gauss rifle goes pew, thunk, into
Hits the
the
side of
roof.
the building.
Yep. And that 1 medium laser shot. 9 left leg. That'll hit.
Left leg for 5?
Yep.
Roll critical.
Hey, here we go. Come on, Randall Bills.
He's dangerously close to losing the leg.
That's a 10.
10, so 2 crits. Just roll a d4, because he's got endo steel in his foot.
I don't have a
So
D4.
just roll d6, ignoring 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay, get another die.
Yep, those 3
Or I'm going to
5s
stab
in a
you
row.
on the eye with a
The
10.
1.
Go to zip actuator.
And the second one. 6. Hang on. 1.
You did that already.
2.
There we go. So you took out his hip and upper leg actuator. Tell me what the minuses are for that. I think it's half movement and something else.
Let's see. I know it's half movement for either, but I don't know what it is with both. Let me get my critical hits table. Critical hits effect. I love that they have an entry for head blown off. Upper leg actuator, reduce the mech's walking MP by 1 and recalculate. And
Use a
then
4/6.
and lower leg actuator, reduce the mech's walking MP by 1. PSR modifiers are +1 each.
He's a 3/5, and he's a +1. That's fine.
And +2 to all kick attacks.
Okay, so he's a +1 permanent. And he's a 3/5 now. Okay. So, you only did 7 points or 5 points of damage to him. There,
Yeah,
so that's not big of a deal.
What's
So now he's firing back at you. He's at +16 heat, so he's only firing 1 pulse, large and medium. He is at base 2. He is a run is 4. You went for 2 is 6. Partial cover 7. -2 for the pulses is 5. -1 for the target computer is 4s.
gross?
It's ridiculous.
It's gross.
We've done this for 9 turns and it's said the same thing 9 times, and
Yeah.
it's ridiculously gross. So the blue is the large pulse. The green will be the medium pulse.
But he's not hitting legs.
Oh, sorry. The medium pulse is on. Oh no, it's still short range. Hit. 8 and 9, 8 and 10, 11.
Yeah.
So he's missing leg shots. So the 11 and the 4, I think they're arms.
11. Yeah, it's each arm. How much damage?
10 to the 11
10 to the 11, 5,
and 7 to the 4.
7 to the 4.
And that gets rid of his heat. Oh, I was an extra +1 to hit there, but I rolled 8 and 11.
Yeah,
Or 8 and 10. So
those numbers are
enough.
high.
Yeah. I forgot for the heat. He's +2, but he should have been on 6s. And yeah, 6s. He should.
It's okay. He's still just melting off armor.
All right, and so Tommy doesn't have to make a piloting check there because there's only 17 points. I only took 5, but I do. Do I have to make a piloting check for taking leg crits?
It doesn't say so here.
Don't believe I do.
No, you have increases to PSR.
Yeah, I know that.
Here we go. The controlling player must make a PSR at the end of the phase in which the critical hit occurred for lower leg actuator.
Yeah.
Um,
It's got to be for hip as well.
yes, it does.
So he's
okay.
So he's on a 4+. He's a 2/3, so he's on a 4+. Oh no, 5+ because he's got 2 actuator hits. He rolled boxcars. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Those red dice rolled boxcars twice in the last 2 turns. We go to turn 10.
Okay. Tokens.
Turn 10.
Now.
Paul and Banquo enter the hangar.
Yeah.
There you go. Tommy and you.
Paul.
And I am on an 8. Or not me, the bounty hunter's on an 8.
All right. I'm just going to put him.
And he's got charge. If the selected unit moves towards an enemy, it may move 1 additional hex towards that enemy for free, regardless of the movement point cost.
All right. Well, Tommy's got a 2. It's going to select another player's initiative card and disable it. So there you go.
Yep.
Jesse got the Capellan Duke. Gross, but hey. No joy. Select 1 enemy unit. It cannot make weapon attacks against 1 selected friendly unit this turn.
There you go.
Does it say when I have to do that?
Yeah, you have to do it this turn, otherwise you pay the penalty.
No, this turn. But can I wait to see where he moves first and pick Tommy?
You have to do it.
Jesse?
You have to do it on your move,
On my move,
which is last.
right.
Right,
Okay, that's good.
So I'm an 8. What are you?
Yeah, Tommy's a 2. Tommy's got to
Tommy
go
goes first. Yeah, jam transmission.
Yeah. Tommy's gonna jump down from this building, and take some cover, and sort of link up with Jesse's Ostrock.
All right.
Yeah.
Aggressive. If unit has less armor than any enemy's damage, no, you don't yet. If there are no activated enemies within 24, that's not true. He's going to be cautious here, which makes sense. So he's going to ground move towards target, target being the lowest TMM, which is red. He wants to stay out of many enemy arcs as possible, cover from enemies, maintaining woods if he can. Now, he's only a 3/5 now, right? So... And hold on. I'm only in critical internals in 2 spots still, too. So I'm not even in force withdrawal.
Oh, you're gonna be. You're gonna be.
He wants cover. He wants to move closer to you. It's like, it would be 2. It'd be like this, is what would be the move. He's got partial cover,
Yeah.
right? He's protecting his right side, which is sheared, right? He's got you. It doesn't say it, and it wants you to move closer to him. So I don't really have much of a choice there. Even though that Ostrak is going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you 6 to turn around.
Well, that's why I'm seeing if I can, I can just jump backwards and get right behind him.
And you get here, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to use no joy so that he can't shoot Tommy.
No, you're right there. That's the only spot you can go, base to base.
Is it 2 or a 1? I think it'll be a 2.
You jump 10?
Yeah.
So it's 5. You're plus 2. You're 2 plus a jump token.
Yeah.
There's a jump token.
Okay, Bounty Hunter has got no shot. Tommy and Jesse are going to...
Nope, he's going to torso twist and get his...
Oh, he's going to spin and hit me with whatever he's got in his left?
on his arm or his right. He's going to pump you with... It's the same on either side, so... he's going to fire large pulse, medium pulse. Yeah, he's only got 2. So, you do it with his right side. So, large pulse will be the blue. He's going to be on 2, ran 4. You went for 3 is 7. Minus 3 is 4s. Hit. Oh, I'll re-roll that. It was cocked. Hit and hit. So it's going to be 10 points to your 4.
Okay.
And 7 points to your center torso.
Center. Oh, gross.
Critical.
Critical.
Let's see if we get it. 1.
Okay, well, up, down.
Blue will be the up and down. So lower column 3.
Lower column 3 is the XL engine.
Ding.
Starts to heat up. Bounty Hunter sum up. Friggin' raggin'.
And that's his turn.
Okay.
You and I are inside the building.
That Banquo and you. I'm out here with Tommy
Or Banquo.
getting business taken care of. All right, well, let's start with the Highlander because I want to see that Gauss rifle do some ripping and tearing. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, partial cover, 7. Might be in touch of medium range. The Gauss rifle might be 8.
Is it 2?
It's yeah, double to 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Gauss rifle's on 8. The others are on 7s. Still haven't used any long range missiles.
Don't have a need to.
Gauss rifle on 8. Come on. Nothing. Good heavens. All right.
Wing and a miss. I can't believe this thing's still standing. It's been a toe-to-toe fight
Yeah.
since like turn 1.
2 medium lasers. Nothing.
I said, no, Tommy is Tommy now. He's taking a couple of dings to the head.
Yeah, he's not. He's had a rough day. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's all good.
Yep.
You want to know why? Because his braggart...
Hey, hold on. Ostrak still got to shoot back.
His braggart, cocky sidekick is firing up the Phoenix Hawk Lamb in the hangar behind him. And like, I'm going to take care of this for you since you haven't been able to do it for 10 turns.
Ostrak is right behind this Timberwolf. This, the bounty hunter who was responsible for knocking him over into a swamp and then holding him prisoner for 2 months. I'm just gonna alpha strike. I'm gonna hit him with everything I've
You're going to
got.
go +2 heat.
Oh, yeah.
I think you only go to +2.
It'll be +2 plus the 2 SRMs.
Oh, you
for-
jumped. You jumped.
Yeah, it'll be 6. I'll be at 6 or 7. I'll do the math later, but it'll.
So you're going to be at base 3. You jumped to 6. You went for 1 is 7.
Everything hitting at sevens. Let's start with large lasers. I'm going to use my actual official swords and sunburst dice. Come on, 2 large lasers. 1 hit, 1 large laser. 4 medium lasers. Get over here. Miss, hit, 2 medium lasers hit. We got 1 large and 2 mediums
One
in
large,
there
2 medium. Yeah.
so far.
SRMs.
SRMs, I got 2 of those. 2 SRM2s. 1 hit.
Okay. So
1 large, 2 mediums,
And
1
one
SRM2, which is fine. All right, let's start with the large laser. Carve out stuff first.
Yep.
8 damage in the butt. To 10 left arm. I mean, that arm's going to start looking bad now.
yeah, no, you're in for a crit. When don't worry about it yet right now though.
All
Keep
right.
rolling your other stuff.
2 medium lasers, 5 damage each to right arm and right arm.
Okay.
Awesome. SRM2, how many of them hit? 10, I assume, is 2, but let's double check. Cluster hits on a 2. 10. Yeah, both of them hit.
Mhm.
Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then 7.
Center torso.
Okay, that's everything that hit, and I got some.
Okay, so roll your possible critical on the center torso with your snake eyes.
Okay. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, roll 2 possible crits on the right arm.
Nothing on the first one. There we go. That's 1 crit.
Mm-hmm. Just one. It's 1 column. So roll d6.
Okay, that is 3.
To go to his lower arm actuator.
Okay.
Roll 1 crit on the left arm.
Left arm. Come on. Oops. 9. That's a crit.
Mm-hmm. Same thing. 1d6.
3.
Same thing. Lower arm actuator.
Hmm.
You failed to take out any of his weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm. Yeah.
Piloting check. He took 5. He's good.
Whew.
So I think what happens here, the turn ends. Reactor online.
Oh, you don't need another turn to turn it on?
Turn on the lamb. Paul and Banquo appear at the door as I come out in air mech mode, walking on my feet slowly. But what's going to happen here is the bounty hunter is not going to get shot down. So what he's going to do is he's going to climb out of his mech and he's going to run into the warehouse right there and disappear into his secret entrances or whatever. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, 3-on-1 is too much for him.
That would be too much, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna pull the plot armor. It's ironic he's right beside the warehouse.
Ironic. It's
He's
perfect.
gonna have to leave it. He's gonna have to leave the Timberwolf behind. Probably has a self-destruct button in there to blow it up
Yeah.
to make sure nobody gets it. But yeah, we're gonna get away. Unfortunate we lost the Pegasus. Banquo did survive. He's riding shotgun with me in the Lamb now.
Rumble
so
feet.
we do have to get him a new tank after the unfortunate ammo explosion.
But recovering 2 mech warriors and 2 battle mechs is worth 1 Pegasus scout tank, I think. It's still
yeah,
a net gain.
Pegasus is not that big of a deal to replace. Now, if you look, that's what the bounty hunter looked like at the end of all this.
He's in bad shape.
he took a bit of a beating. That mech is pretty nasty though. So I'll flick it back over to me here. So for those of you who came out tonight, we do appreciate it. Again, of course, we always ask you to like and subscribe to everything you do. We want to thank our sponsors on a regular basis, which are Catalyst Game Labs, Foam Brain Games, of course, the guys over here at Lancevander Studios, who are the brains behind Battletech ACES. Of course, we are Six Sides of Gaming. The guys are at DreamHack this weekend running Deadliest Dungeon. So the whole crew's down there having a blast. Devin, Tommy, Josh is down there running some BattleTech stuff with Aces, and the rest of our guys that run Adam and Austin are all down at the show playing and portraying their characters. So I hope everybody down there's having fun, staying out of trouble. You got a whole weekend to have a good time. As far as what's going on here this week, we did run. Three more versions of the Turning Point at Twycross for the text video this week, all with Alpha Strike. We ran on Saturday at the Round Table in Guelph, which is the gaming cafe that Tommy owns. And then on Monday, we were up at Sir Games a Lot. We ran that up there. And then on Wednesday, I was with Jesse and his guys down at the Hairy Tarantula in Toronto. And all three games were highly successful. Everybody had a blast all three times. K. Allard Leo and the Federated Commonwealth came through against the AI deck. All the games ended up very competitive with some interesting outcomes as far as how it went down at the end. We had one game where one infantry stand was the last thing left and actually managed to blow it up. We had another one where Galileo got in there, lost the duel, but then another infantry stand came back and detonated the ridge. And then on Wednesday, when we did the game with Jesse and the guys at Hairy Tarantula, Kay actually came in there and defeated Adler, or survived it at least for 2 turns, long enough for him to do the actual story arc and self-detonate and eject the head. Jesse, any thoughts on any of that stuff from this week?
Yeah, it goes without saying, if you watch this stream, you probably know, but in case you don't, the whole thing with the Turning Point at Twycross was in celebration of Tex's new video. Mr. Tex of the Black Pants Legion has put out his Turning Point at Twycross, essentially a feature-length documentary. He and the Black Pants Legion do a ton of awesome Battletech stuff, and the money they're raising is going straight to fighting cancer. They're doing great things for a great cause. If you have a chance, you should check out the video and help them out. It helps everyone out. Otherwise, stay tuned. We'll be back here doing more of this. And all those shops we talked about, Sir Games a Lot in Barrie, the Round Table in Guelph, Hairy Tarantula in downtown Toronto. Fox is there playing Battletech. We'd love to see you there and play with you. Come and join us.
All right. We'll see you Sunday night for Battlecom Unity at 7 o'clock. Until then, have a great one, everybody, and enjoy your weekend.
Don't tell Tommy about Banquo.